The video you're about to see is me and Michelle messing about a few weeks ago when we finishing off his gearbox. Now I didn't publish the video because it was sort of dragged on a little bit and it didn't show much. It was just we spent a whole day putting fiddly nuts and bolts in to the gearbox, finishing it all off. However, he ordered at the same time a seat box kit like this from Rovers North. Actually, they're made by, is it YRM or YMR or something like that? Those guys up the north in England, and they make some really good stuff. However, as you see in the video, the seat box end down here was pretty bad. So watch this first bit and you'll see us rambling on a bit, and I'll cut a few bits out and then you'll see what we're going to do with this seat base. So we've been messing about. I've just put my Australia Day video up now and it's what, 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock, okay.
I did it at 6:30 this morning. I haven't got round to doing it. Well, they can always keep it till next year. It's like Christmas, isn't it? So it doesn't look like we've got that much done, does it?
Indeed.
It's been one lot of fiddly bits and pieces. You got it in this time?
Got it.
Alright, so we had the motor mounts on the wrong way around, so now we've put them right. That's okay. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be a very interesting video, is it, Michelle?
Well, perhaps I should sing or dance.
Well, it might help, mightn't it? A bit of boogie.
Yep.
Don't walk, boogie.
Yep. So anti-seize on the nuts.
Right. They're all.
This is then Rover. We'll need to take it apart again.
Well, the thing was, what we did was we could have sandblasted and painted all the bits and pieces, but how long do you live, eh?
Exactly.
We sandblasted the bits that were necessary, all the pivots. Now, give a demonstration of how perfect this handbrake works. Look at that.
Listen to it. Perfect.
Beautiful.
It's perfect.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm sure Lewis Hamilton's got a handbrake like that in his Formula 1 car.
Indeed, indeed.
On the outside.
Does it make same sound?
That's right. That's right. Probably amplified through the speakers.
Indeed.
Anyway, while you're doing that, I'll show them what happened with the seat base.
Good.
So, got everything all stripped off, and we found out this was a little bit worse than we anticipated. So we're going to get another one of these sides, and of course, Sunday afternoon didn't have any caulking seam sealer to put on here, so that's come to a stop. Yeah, this is going to fit well. It was a Rovers North one, but they're made by YRM, and it's quite a good fit. So we're stuck for that again. Dear me, it seems to have been on this all day, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've not got very far at all, have we? As you can see, the seat base ends have seen better days. So we called a halt to the project and we ordered some more, but Rovers North didn't have them in, so I had to get them from Britrest because they sell them. So, and I just wanted to show you an unboxing of them because they are nicely packed. You know, they're well taped up and well packed in with the double bubble wrap. There we go. I always know it's YRM stuff because they always use the same protective stuff, and somewhere on there is their little number, so that's 013. They're very nicely done because they've even got the little stamp in there for the seatbelt bracket, and they do line up perfectly well. Now, one of the things I want to show you before we start is because we've taken the seat box out of this is all loosey-goosey. But we've done this before now. I have mentioned it before on this bit here. I'm going to turn the camera up a bit. There we go. We'll just there we go. This is going to be awkward. Right. We've knocked the rivets out already, but what we're going to do is notice here that this corner here doesn't go to the corner there. Alright, it goes inland a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get our knife. We're going to mark it with our knife underneath. Let's see if you can see it down here. Just underneath. So we'll line up the holes and mark off where that edge is. Now we can use our drill with the 3/16 bit in it and then continue to take out this low row of spot welds here. I'm going to take, there's a pop rivet, there's a solid rivet here, and then there's a row of spot welds here. We're going to drill them out and use the same holes again when we put the end panel on. So let me drill them out and then we'll come back. With the spot welds drilled out, we're now going to use a thin chisel to separate that panel. Where are we going to get one from? Well, try in my shop at the end of the video and you'll see a link, because this is where we use these things, and this is one of the reasons why I came up with the idea. We can then use this to pop off any tail ends. Look at that. Wasn't that beautiful? Never even damaged the panel. Look at that. I bet we could use that again. Now, before we start to put things together, I'm going to get a wire brush on the grinder and clean up all this corrosion. And we're going to probably put a little bit of what's it called? Zinc oxide primer before we put some caulking on. So let me get that done, because that might take time to get done. So I put some etch primer on here. There we go. Zinc chromate primer. Just be careful of that stuff, it doesn't smell very nice. And I've coated the edges where we're going to do some sealing, you know, prior to putting some caulking on. So it'll have something to stop a little bit of corrosion. So what we're going to do first of all, we're running out of space here, so I'm going to assemble this seat box. Excuse me. Now the thing is, this seat box comes in sections so that you can actually put it in without taking the seat base out completely, which is a good idea, and all the holes seem to line up. So what I'm going to do, reach over and get my caulking gun. Now you can see here what I've done is I put a regulator on my caulking gun. It's a pneumatic one and it works very well, but never ever plug one of these straight into your £100 airline, because you'll empty the cartridge in seconds. Not good. So what I'm going to do, let's try these bits first, because I think this bit goes under there like that. That's it. So we're going to run a bead of caulking round here and then we'll fit it. Right, let's have a go at this. Watch me get caulking all over the place. Come on. Don't want too much on. I don't know if you can see that, not can you? Let's try it at a different angle. Let's try it like that, look. You can do it with a manual caulking gun, it doesn't really matter. But it's just that one there is really, once you set it, it's set it and forget it. So the next thing we're going to do is, oh, we should have got some pop rivets. Right, back in a minute, I forgot. I've got everything except the pop rivets. I've got it here. Don't fall down there, you. Oh. God, I'd be glad when spring's in and get rid of all this stuff. You can't move it. Right, we're using 3/16 rivets, these things. Now they are aluminium and aluminium. Ask me what they are in metric and I won't be able to tell you. It says on the box 3/16 by 0.250, which is 1/4 inch. I don't know. We don't have anything that's bloody metric here. Well, we do, but it's not very common. Right, so we're going to get our piece. Can we see that? Right, I might be able to see now. Oh, the airline's got all tangled up. There goes my pop rivet. Pop rivet in the hole. Come on. There's one done. I'll just move this airline because it's round the camera. Oh, what a bloody mess this is doing. Oh, stop it. No space at all. Right. Grab some more pop rivets. The nice thing about this caulking is it dries pretty quick and it's easy to clean it. So I'll get on and put this end panel on, and then I'll put this piece in, then we'll put the end panel on. Right, that's that done. We'll just clean up those seams a bit. And as you can see, it turned out quite nice. We'll get rid of that top rivet. Yeah, see how it turned out quite nice down there. So we can get your finger and run that down there and blend that in. And the caulking will do two things. It'll help prevent corrosion and just make a waterproof seal. So there we go. Right. And then we'll do the same again with this panel here. This panel goes like that, look. Alright, so that goes like that. So we'll put some caulking down here. Again, a little bit of caulking down there. Let's turn this cartridge around so it's right way around. That's it. This is like a rubberized product. You could use urethane, but it'll be mucky and black. There we go, that's that. So once again the battery went flat, so I'll just do a recap. I'll put a nice bead of caulking down here, and the next thing we're going to do is fasten it on. We're going to go from the underside, and we're going to find a pop rivet hole. Somewhere there's one. Now is this from this side or from the other side? Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there we go. There, I've got bloody caulking everywhere. At least it's easy to clean up. As I mentioned, these rivets that we're using are aluminium shank and aluminium head. The reason for that is if you use this steel shank, you'll have a little bit of steel in there, and they actually will start to go rusty. So these are just as good. These are good. As you can imagine, I get through quite a few of these. So, That is the seat. Now we can put this seat box together, you know, like off the panel, if you see what I mean. It doesn't really matter with this one because we've got the sides off as well. So we're just going to smear our caulking around there, make a nice joint. That's nice. Flip it over, and you can see down there it's not too bad. Might just go around these seams once again, but you can see the caulkings come out all through the pop rivets, so that's good. So the next thing, we're going to line up our box and get it in. Which way is now? That's the back. Try it up first. Get rid of some of these little tangs. Now, the reason why we're doing this is that this has got the battery box in for the 6-cylinder. Now you can see it's considerably deeper, so that's going to work out quite nice. I'm just wondering whether I should put the end panel on first. I think I will, you know. I think I will. I think I'll put this end panel on here first, and then I'll put the box in, because that will give us something to go against. So again, which is which now? That one's that side. So this one's this side. That's it. Is it? How way around is that going? That's that. Oh, that's it. That's how it goes. What a numpty. Right, so caulking again. It's very confusing. That's why I left one side on. I couldn't work it out. Right, so we'll put some caulking down this edge here. And again, if we can stop as much corrosion in the future, it's really going to help. So this time we're going to offer this panel up in here, like so. That fits really nice. And I'm just going to look for a little clamp to go on there to hold that in place whilst we drill some holes.